You're sitting here on Talk Smack with Mac comparing Dwayne Casey and his successes to LeBron James.
I'm talking about success in general. I'm talking about consistency in general.
That doesn't translate.
Bro, you're making no sense right now.
GMs and coaches don't translate, bro. It's not a guaranteed translation.
Hold on. Before you go, listen to me carefully.
You have high hopes for a trash Pistons team that won 20 games last year.
Let's talk smack.
And welcome back to Talk Smack with Mac. I got my boy Vic Smith on the pod today.
Yes, sir.
I'm pretty juiced about this, man. I met Vic at Vari's, you know what it is, podcast mixer downtown.
Yeah, that joint was dope.
It was absolutely fantastic, man. And I seen you perform.
Yeah.
And the thing that caught my eye was when you got the crowd, you incorporated the crowd before you started.
Most definitely.
Right. You was like, hey, when I say this, you respond with this. Right. And you started performing. I was like, oh man, you could tell that you were on stage and you've been there before.
Most definitely, yeah.
And at first, the crowd was like, we're a little slow. Most of us were slow. So you go through it once.
I mean, they caught on.
A couple people got it, right?
Well.
And then you went through it the second time, though, and you felt the juice. So you was like, all right, let's go with this guy. And the whole crowd started feeling you, bro.
Yeah, man. It's always a fun time.
Yeah, bro. So that really caught my eye and made me a fan of yours.
Thank
you. Anyways, that was my introduction to you. How are you doing?
I'm doing good today, man. I have no complaints today, honestly. How are you?
Man, I can't complain. It's podcast day. I'm chilling.
Right.
We had enjoyed our festivities before the pod.
I was going to say, was it for the boys Wednesday?
Wednesday's for the boys, man. So I appreciate you jumping on the pod, talking some shit with me.
Thank you for having me, man. Most definitely.
Yes. No, I appreciate it. Well, I want to get to know you. I want to let my little people, that watch the pod get to know you. Okay. Try to jump on that train, that support train, and try to get you to where you want to, follow your dreams and achieve your dreams and shit like that. So, the Talk Smack with Mac fans, we love hard. You met one of them, Kyle, downstairs.
Yeah.
Cool people, bro.
Yeah, most
if
definitely.
he fucks with you, he's gonna fuck with you.
Say less.
But anyways, like I said, we want to get to know you. Obviously you're an artist, you're performing. But you also told me you're a producer, so you're making beats. You said you was in your beats bag recently.
Yeah, man. I'm diving into that for sure. I feel like a lot of people aren't aware of my skill level or just what I can do. And I just, for myself more so, I just want to get out there and let people know and just start getting behind the boards more so and help with production for sure.
All right, well, this is your time to let the people know what you can do.
Hell yeah.
Tell us a little bit about your production skills, some shit that you like. Are you a drums guy? What do you like?
Man, I love music. I just love it all. Yeah. I just love anything that sounds good. I love sound. I like putting layers together to create something, to create an entire, what's the word I'm looking for? To create an entire project. How do I convey it? Repeat the question. My bad. Repeat the question. Go ahead.
What type of producer are you? What are some things that you like to incorporate?
There we go. We got lost. There we go. So hopefully you cut that out. So
no, we're gonna eat that shit up.
Nah, hell no.
Hey, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go into edits and I'm gonna fast forward it and I'm gonna put a little question mark and it's gonna be like dee, 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 dee.
But no, that's dope. That'd be dope. No, I just honestly, man, I try not to. I don't want to say discriminate is the word. That's not the word I want to use. But anything can sound good. So it's just with the vibe that I'm feeling. I try to convey a feeling more so than a sound, but within sound. If that makes sense. That doesn't sound too producer talk, but a lot of people would categorize me in like hip hop, R&B, sometimes trap. Maybe rock. My drums are like heavy sometimes. It depends on what sounds I use, maybe. Mm-hmm. But for the most part, it's hip hop.
Okay.
Yeah.
I could dig it.
Yeah.
All right. So you brought up the question earlier about what type of producers we like or which producers do we like. Yeah. And let me ask you, what are some other fellow producers that you fuck with or some people you are inspired by?
in the city or just like
in general? And then if you want to go in the city, you can give anybody a shout out in the city and put us on, man.
Man, in general. So lately I haven't been taking a deep dive into music and really been like studying on that avenue. I haven't been looking for new artists just because I've been trying to hone my own craft and master my own sound.
Yeah, I could dig it.
But I've been caught on record saying like will.i.am, Prince, Andre 3000, Fonte, let me think, Early Cole for sure, Kendrick Lamar. I said Prince already. There's just so many different people that span across so many different time spans that I am inspired by for sure.
I could dig it. Yeah. I could dig it, man. So I seen you perform, like I said, at the Mixer. So you obviously done this once or twice, man. How many times have you been on stage, and how is that going? I know the pandemic's fucking people up right now, or in the last year and a half or so when it comes to touring and shit.
A lot of people that I know, a lot of performers were having a tough time with it just because like they wanted to go out and perform and have that energy and just they were just cooped up.
That was your watch?
House. Yeah, he was my watch.
Man, I was like, man, one of my cameras turned off. Shit.
yo, shout out to Casio. Shout out to Casio. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Casio. Anyway, no, I'm over here playing around. Dang near forgot the question.
This sponsors. Let's go. You was talking about performing and
watch beat. There we go. That's the question we have for performing. So I've been performing since I was like 18. I've been performing just countless shows. I don't keep count. Like I've done it so many times. It's just
you could tell you were comfortable up there.
Yeah, man. It's like when Michael Jackson said that he was most comfortable on stage. I don't want to say I'm most comfortable on stage, but I'm really fucking comfortable.
No, some people are performers, man.
It's just
some people you get behind those lights and they feel fucking just
man.
This is my time.
You know,
you feed off the energy.
That's the thing I tell I tell a lot of people in the crowd. Like I feed off of your energy. Like I can go ham, but if you're not responding or receiving that energy, then I'm not gonna have a good time, and then like y'all not gonna have a good time. So that's why you see me try to incorporate everybody, because in hip hop, where it's from, the foundation, it's like based off a party. Everybody wants to feel together. Everybody wants to feel included in something. So teaching everybody a hook and giving everybody an experience together is just like, okay, like even though it's small, we've done something together. I remember we all learned the Vic Smith song together. So I'm doing that in the performance. So I think that's what people are learning to appreciate or have been appreciating so much to it. And I enjoy it just because I like seeing the shock on people's faces. Yeah. People are just sitting over there just chilling like super cool, or just see me in the crowd walking around. I'm like saying what's up, not really paying attention to me. You know, that's kind of the way I like it. But then I get on stage and they're like, yo, what the where is this? And then it's
you demand their attention. You know what I'm saying?
But I like that. And I use that to my advantage. I try to create an experience for everyone in that, just because I owe it to everyone for showing up and just wanting to give me their attention in that sense. So it's like I love performing. So I've countless shows, man. Yeah.
That's dope, man.
I keep losing the water. There it is.
Man, I got this little shit Kyle hooked me up with right here. Shout out to
be
Kyle.
Be careful with that.
Man. By the end of this pod, you know, who knows what's going to be happening. You can be like, fuck, man, the homie said 30 minutes on the record. I'm going to hit it for him. Oh, man. But you say you've been performing a bunch.
Yeah.
How were you impacted by, or how is COVID impacting you recently? Obviously everybody went through similar shit for the first whatever months or maybe even a year that went by, but now how much of that is still impacting what you do?
Now it's lightened up a bunch. During COVID, obviously I wasn't performing, and obviously there weren't shows going on, so it was kind of hard. I don't want to say it was kind of hard. I accepted it, like it's COVID, like what can you do? But I would find myself in my studio rocking to some songs like, man, I really want to perform this. Oh man, I really miss performing for people. Or just found myself singing Demons and being like, yo, like I really want to go out there. And then on top of that, if you're an artist that doesn't have like a crazy fan base, where are you getting your money from? You know, the show's out there. So it's just like that extra money or that was using. It's like, okay, that's gone now. So it was tough.
Streams ain't paying that much.
You know what I'm saying? You know, and that's why we were having a conversation downstairs when we were talking about currency and just having so many songs. I was like, low key, man, with the way the world's going, it's a great investment. You got a good core fan base, and you stretch out them songs, they listen. Who knows for how long you could get paid and have your streams, as long as you have your masters, of course. Have your masters.
Oh, of course.
Study on that. But back to the COVID situation.
We'll dive deep on that master shit.
It was deep. So I'm happy to see where it is now. Like we have a show, FCC Wasteland Squad Triple B's, November 27th. We got physical tickets. Come and holla at us. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a crazy show. It's gonna be mad dope. But
I'll make sure to put that in the description too when I drop that shit.
Most def. Thank
sure.
you.
Where'd you say it was at?
Triple B's, backstage bar and billiards. It was downtown Fremont. Yeah, right across the street from El Cortez. I don't know if you've been there.
Okay.
Yeah, they got some fire wings. El Cortez got some fire wings.
El Cortez got fire wings? Well, hey, El Cortez is OG. Like, if you've been in Vegas for a minute, you go to El Cortez.
Bro,
free parking, too.
Is it?
It was for the longest.
I'm gonna have to check that out. But again, now I'm over jumping subjects again. Back
Wings
to the
where,
COVID situation.
No, wait, hold on. Where
they have a restaurant in that spot. Like, as soon as you walk in,
there's only one restaurant.
No, it's on the first floor. I want to say maybe like, I don't know, like 200 feet into the building, and then like, because I don't know, like how it's like it's just walking in. There's a casino, and then there's a restaurant like behind all of that, and their wings are very good.
I'm gonna try them, man.
Good. I worth it. Shout out to El Cortez.
Whoever is back there frying them shits up, fried rings, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, they're fire.
I was like, some people can make some fire ass baked wings. The way I learned, like you bake them on parchment paper, and then put just like when you're mixing them, the wings with the seasonings and shit. Put a little bit of oil. Okay. And then you bake them in the oven for 20 minutes and flip them for like about an hour.
We got Chef Mac in the building.
Hey, them shit's pretty fire, bro. Hey, my baby's grandma, she put me on. She could throw down. So.
Oh, okay. All right, player. All right.
Hey, that's a little wing intermission.
There you
brought
go.
to you
there you
by
go.
Talk Smack with Mac, baby. But
but it's lightened up, and then again the show. So yeah, we're just again. I don't want to say November 27th. Right? I wouldn't say I won't say we're in uncharted territory, but we're getting back into the swing of things and hoping things, I guess, start leveling out and whatnot. So we're going to see how everything goes.
Okay.
But the show's going to be crazy dope. So everybody needs to come out and buy a ticket. Come holla at me.
Well, shit, all like 13 of my Talk Smack with Mac fans, we going to come out to that shit, bro.
All 13 of y'all.
All 13, bro. We party hard together. Yeah, so Vic Smith, man.
Yes.
How much music do you got out? Where can we find this shit? Where's it at?
It depends on how deep you looking. But so Brennan and Mamie Lewis are all on all major streaming platforms: Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, Deezer, Google Play, Amazon, like whatever you can think of. It's all there. You can go to VicSmithMusic.com to keep up with me on my updates, what I'm dropping, when I'm dropping it, what shows I got going, all of that. Let me see. And as far as digging deeper, every now and then I'll post a media fire link to some of my old music back to when I was like 19.
Oh, shit. Okay.
And so I have an album that I dropped a long time ago called Glorious. So if y'all were paying attention on Facebook, which I know like 98% of y'all ain't on Facebook no more, y'all be on Instagram, you can get it. But if not, you're just going to have to stick to the major streaming stuff. But I am working on some dope projects I'm being mad secretive about, but they'll come to light very soon.
Okay.
Very, very soon. So please be on the lookout. And
your website, that's where we can get all your beats, your beat catalog.
Yep, VicSmithMusic.com. Yep.
Okay.
And then as far as my producer page, it's produced by Vic Smith. So all of my joints on there, I have all my links to everything on my social media, my website, YouTube, all that on there as well.
That got you.
Yep.
All right, man. Well, you said downstairs, basketball is like your second love. That's your thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's talk some basketball, man.
Okay.
You said you're a Pistons fan.
Yes.
I'm sorry, but you said that, the young buck that you guys just picked up,
Cade.
He
Cowboy Cade.
Cowboy Cade.
Cowboy
ACC
Cade.
either way, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's dope.
Cowboy Cade.
That's the guy.
That's the guy.
What is he gonna do for y'all this year? Because y'all ain't making the playoffs unless this dude is just.
That's
different.
crazy because we could make the playoffs.
I don't think so.
I think a lot of people are forgetting about the play-in. Like, as a 10th seed, all you have to do is win 2 games. And you're
playing
a
a buy-in. You're planning for a buy-in.
I'm not necessarily planning.
The win and go in.
If I'm being realistic, anywhere between 7 and 10 is what I think the Pistons could do this year, for sure. Anywhere between 7 and 10,
teams, bro. Like some teams that for sure the Pistons are not going to be ahead of.
Okay.
The Bucks, the Nets.
Okay, that's 2.
The Heat.
That's 3.
The Celtics.
That's 4.
Who?
You need. So I need 2 more then, because I said 7 through 10.
Oh, I'm gonna give you 2.
So
I
we're
just
going to
gotta think.
go.
The Hawks.
Okay, that's what, 5.
That's 5. The Bulls.
6.
After that, the East's pretty weak. So I feel what you're saying, but
that's
I
where
still
things
don't
get
think
cloudy. 7
I
through
think
10.
you could beat the Magic.
Because then you can say, all right, let's give Hornets and LaMelo 7. Let's be fair about that. Like, boom,
yes, there we
let's
go.
give them 7. And then, okay, you got the Pacers. Boom, that's 8.
If they're healthy, yeah.
So now you
Sabonis
got
there we
9
go.
and
Thank
10
you for
left.
helping me. The East
Yeah.
is so weak, I forget about
So
some of these
then you
teams.
got 9 and 10. So after that, it's just like a bunch of subpar teams who are all basically going to get top 10, maybe top 12 in the draft, right? With the play-in, we're almost guaranteed to play in. All we got to do is win 2 games, and that's it.
Realistically, how many games do you see them winning? I'm thinking like 30, man.
35.
And you think 35 would be good enough to get 10th?
Yes.
See, that shit doesn't fly in the West.
But that's why it's not the West, though.
Yeah, it's my gosh.
I mean, if they were in the West, it'd be a different conversation.
Then you're
but
gonna play
in
the
East.
Nets in the first round.
I mean, I'm cool with that though, because
At best,
because all of the players on our team are under except for Jeremy Grant, are under 23 years old. So it's like having that experience going against the Nets. I love that. I don't expect us to win.
What other
but I
cast
love
do
the
the Pistons
experience.
got right now?
We have all rookies. We have Sadiq Bey. We have Isaiah Stewart, and then also we just got Cade Cunningham.
So you're betting on the future right now.
I'm betting on the facts. I'm betting on the history. Like, I'm betting on the fact that Sadiq Bey was an all-rookie and so was Isaiah Stewart. And I'm also betting on the fact that Troy Weaver drafted James Harden, Russell Westbrook, Serge Ibaka. Also banking on the fact that Dwayne Casey built what the Raptors were, and because he's gone, they fell. So I'm banking on all of that basketball IQ and history all coming together, and I think it'll be at least good enough to get a play-in spot and then beat a team and then maybe go out the first round. I'm not saying we're going to win the finals
this year.
I'm saying at best this year. That's me being super hopeful. Me being realistic. Still me being realistic, actually. That's possible because of the play-in. If the play-in wasn't possible, we would not be having this conversation. But the play-in is possible. And we saw some bad teams all dang near.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
We
like
have.
the Wizards were almost and they were awful the first half of the season. Like,
So
half
you're
their roster had
banking
COVID.
on youthful, energetic fucking play this entire season. Because I think most realistically, the Pistons, at best, like you said, make that 10th. But I don't think they're going to do that. They're going to come in. They're going to run a lot. They're going to be, I guess, entertaining for the crowd. They're going to learn and grow through the season.
That's never been what the Pistons have been about, though. And I think what you're missing.
This team is so young still,
But
man.
look at what they were defensively last year. Go look at the stats, bro. Go look at that.
Tell me the stats.
We were like 16th. We were awful, and we were 16th defensively. Awful.
But now your main
and
guy
now we're
is a
better.
rookie.
We're better. No, our main guy isn't necessarily a rookie. Our main guy is Jeremy Grant, who's a veteran at this point.
Jeremy Grant can't be the one.
I'm not saying that he's going to be like the guy that the MVP, but he's the best player on the team right now.
Playing more that I've been here for a little while. Let me show you guys what it is. But the keys to the city is going to Cade.
I mean, I didn't say the keys to the city were going to Jeremy, though.
So if they're not
the keys
playing,
to the city are definitely going to Cade.
But if they're not playing for
Jeremy.
shit, why would Jeremy Grant be the number one guy this year?
Because he averaged 22 points a game last year?
But they didn't do anything.
What do you mean it didn't do any? What does that have to? What? How does that equate to
points these days? Anybody can score 22 points.
Were you watching the Pistons last year, or were you just looking at stats? I'm
not shitting on you. You definitely watched more games than me, but I'm just saying they're not gonna be. You're being very, very generous right now.
Explain to me how though. You're acting like that's not realistic. You don't think the Pistons can be 10th? 10th? There's only 15
I'll tell you right
teams.
now, if 30 wins, 35 wins, like
you
said,
in the East, you just got done chopping the East apart.
I don't think
the
they were
Pistons
that bad. Were they that bad? I'm gonna bring it up.
But you were just chopping. Bro, go look at the records. Oh, please. We're going to be here for hours, folks. We'll be here for hours if we do this, because I'm not giving up on this.
I'm not.
Until he understands.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying I didn't think the East was that bad.
It's not even that the East is that bad. I don't think you're paying attention. The 10th spot in the West
was winning damn near 50 games.
You're not giving credit to where credit is due. You're not talking about Troy Weaver. You're not talking about Dwayne Casey. You're not talking about the history of Troy Weaver drafting talented and good productive players. You're not looking at the maturity of the players.
I'm not saying this guy can't, but how many first-year really good rookies translate to a lot of wins, though? Or you're saying the 10th spot.
I'm not saying Cade alone is going to do it. I'm saying the addition of Cade plus what we have and the history of those people is good enough to propel us in a situation so we can beat a 7th seed team or an 8th seed team. Like, that's not hard. Especially in the East. You're making it seem like it's some impossible feat. Like, you got to win the finals to
Knicks.
win.
The Knicks, too.
I mean, that's fair. I'll give you that.
How many teams was that, though? Didn't we name 9 before? So that's 10
one
now.
Extra team.
That's 10.
That's not 10, though.
Because y'all gonna be better than the Cavs. I think the Cavs will be on par or a little bit less than y'all. Because the Cavs got a couple young little guards over there.
You're not paying attention to the coaching, dog. You keep looking at the players, and I'm trying to tell you, look at the entire aspect of the Pistons. Like,
okay,
look at all of that.
You guys won
Dwayne Casey
20 games last year in a shortened season, so you got to play, you know, with plus 4 to 6 game wins. So 24 to 26 wins ish if it was a full season.
Okay.
So you think you guys are gonna add 10 more wins onto that?
You don't think that's possible?
I don't think so, man.
Bro, are you
I think
not?
you guys are like another 2 years out.
I would love to have this conversation with you in 6 months so I can be damn,
you can get back on. I don't. You're being hopeful. Every fan is going to be very hopeful.
No, I'm being honest as hell. I literally said 7 through 10.
1, 2. All right, so Bucks, Raptors, Celtics, Pacers.
No, you're not, bro. You're not. Don't count the Raptors. They were booty last year. They were like
my
2
bad.
wins
I may be
above
looking
us.
at a year before.
They were like 2.
My bad. Yeah, no.
They were like 2 wins above us.
They're gonna be, if healthy, a little bit better because Fred VanVleet and Pascal Siakam are ballers, bro. They're proven guys that can contribute.
Okay, actually, no, because if you want to do that, then we can go ahead and we can turn around and be that. Pascal's only been proven for 1 year, turned around and then flopped for an entire season. So we got to see what he does next year. And also, again, Dwayne Casey is a hell of a coach. Again, the Pistons were great defensively last year. We were great against good teams. So I'm not banking on Cade alone, no, but I'm very much banking on the addition of Cade, the work of Sadiq Bey, the growth of Isaiah Stewart. What's my guy's name? Jeremy Grant. And then the East, I just think people are asleep. People aren't paying attention. Look at what Dwayne Casey did with the Raptors. As soon as he left, the Raptors started being ass. Look at where they're at now. At a 4th pick in the draft. But we'll see. We'll see.
A lot of injuries, too.
Who, the Raptors?
Yeah.
Who?
How many games did Fred VanVleet miss last year?
Fred is not carrying. He's their lead guard for sure. Though I'm not playing Fred.
He was supposed to be their guy though.
But he's not
that big ass contract.
But Fred's not. Fred's barely better than Kyle.
I'm saying you can't say. People knock on players because they hit a certain age. Oh, Father Time has never lost to anybody type shit, right?
Right.
And how old is Kyle Lowry? 36?
36, 37.
There's not a lot of elite players at 36, 37 in the league. So the average fan, when they look at that, they're saying, okay, I agree. He ain't really that good. But if you look at point guards, they have a longer lifespan in the NBA because of, I guess, the position that they play. You have Jason Kidd in the Maverick days. That was
John
38.
Stockton, yeah, Jason
You know what
Kidd.
I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
So I guess
Chris
a
Paul?
lot of point guards aren't. I guess these days are different, but usually point guards aren't relying on pure athleticism to play basketball. They're floor generals doing their thing. So
agreed.
You could do that a lot longer.
Agreed.
Kyle Lowry is a baller, and I feel like a lot of people are downplaying how good he is just because he has that 30. He's 36 years old. If he wasn't 36, he was 30.
I'm
with
saying
the same
he's
shit.
better because of age.
I agree with you. I'm
Okay.
talking about the NBA fans as a whole.
Okay.
People that don't really watch is what I'm saying.
All right, bet.
Because as we both agree, that boy is a baller. He's shown that he could command a team, win a championship.
I can't wait till the season starts now.
Yeah, man.
I can't wait. Because I'll admit, outside looking in, it sounds crazy. I understand, but I've been a basketball freaking fanatic since I was like 15 years old, man. And I'm not to say that I know anything else any more than anybody else, but just like I know when a franchise is turning a corner. I know when a franchise has something good, and the Pistons are finally at that corner to where they have everything in place. So don't be shocked when they're better than what you think.
I'm not saying
that's my thing.
I'm not saying that they're going to be bad. What I'm saying is it's just not their time yet this year.
What, to make it to the playoffs?
Yeah, I'm saying for that 10th spot. I'm saying even that 10th spot, I don't think they're going to make it.
Hopeful for the playoffs, I'll give you that. But hopeful for the 10th, you're being disrespectful. You're being disrespectful.
I don't think so. We're going to see.
You're being so disrespectful.
All right, so I'll put it like this. If I'm wrong.
You're basically saying my team is going to be in the same position we were last year. The same exact position. And I'm telling you that you're crazy because you're not even looking at the inner workings of the team.
I'm just saying there's other better teams.
Because you still have not had any rebuttal to what I said about Troy Weaver nor Dwayne Casey. And I'm still waiting on that. Just because you have GMs and coaches and shit that are coming over and have won before doesn't mean it's going to automatically translate. That means they can incorporate winning behavior and carry themselves as winners. But that doesn't mean it's going to happen this year. You need more time to let this shit gel. Okay, but that doesn't mean that it isn't going to happen. And what do you mean more time to let it gel? Like Dwayne Casey's been there 3 years now. But what I'm saying is the best player on your team, or maybe not the best player, but the kid with the keys in his hands that's supposed to make this team go, that's a rookie. And I'm saying not that many rookies are going to bring a team together and translate the wins right away. Unless if they were like a proven team already and he was the icing on the cake, that'd be different. Okay, a proven team is a playoff team. Would you agree to that? Cade is not coming to a playoff team. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying Cade is going to make that team a proven team. That brings me full circle back around to the beginning. I said, do you think Cade is going to be that guy that's going to be different than most really good rookies and actually get those wins, translate the wins right away? Yes.
All right, so you think you got high hopes for this guy?
He doesn't have to do. Oh, okay. All right. And it's crazy because, again, you're saying that high hopes
is for the 10th,
and that's not high hopes, dog.
I just don't think
how is the 10th in the conference high hopes?
You watch the Pistons more than me.
No, it's not even about Pistons. It's just basketball in general. How is the 10th high hopes, dog?
For a team that bad, I don't think the Pistons are that good. Not this year.
Okay.
There's teams that are going to win like 15 games. I don't think you guys are that bad. I think you're going to win about 30 games. And I'm saying 30 games I don't think is good enough for the 10th.
Who was in 10th last year in the East?
Let me look it up. Give me a minute. I love your passion.
Oh yeah, nah, bro. Like
I think you just feel disrespected, right?
No, it's because I am definitely being disrespected, or my team is definitely being disrespected. So I'm gonna speak up for that for sure.
Hey, like I said, you're a Pistons fan. Now, I'm on the outside looking in. I definitely haven't watched as many Pistons games as you.
I also take that as disrespect because, like, but then again, you don't know me all that well. Like, I can take myself out of the lens from being a Pistons fan. I'm not so married to my team that I'm delusional, dog. I can always take a step back and self-reflect and be self-aware about what's going on. So I'm always taking steps back. So looking at the facts and the history. So yeah, I guess you're right. I guess I am banking on proven individuals to prove themselves again.
Do you think that you guys will win more games than the Wizards? I think that's a toss-up.
Outside looking in, people would be like, "Oh, that's a toss-up." But honestly,
Bradley Beal's a dog, but I don't think he translates to wins
Bradley
like
Beal's
all
a
that
dog,
well.
but it's like, look at the Wizards' infrastructure, and that's my point. Look at the infrastructure. Look at the comparison. The Detroit infrastructure is an ass. The Detroit infrastructure is amazing. That foundation is crazy. And when your foundation is correct, when your foundation is proper, your growth is crazy.
I feel that.
So I'm banking on that, but all of that is based off facts, and that's what I'm saying. So when I feel like the facts are being disputed, I'm like, so based off the facts, you don't think that this is possible? That's crazy. Well,
I never said it was impossible. I just said I don't think it's gonna happen.
That's
all
fair.
right. Look, I'm gonna name teams.
Okay.
We're gonna go back to the team thing because I got it pulled up now.
Okay, who was 10th?
Last year?
Yeah, in the East.
The Hornets at 33 wins.
At 33 wins?
Yeah, so you said 35 wins. That would have made it. I think y'all going to get 30.
But who was 8th and at what?
34.
Oh, see, it's that close? How many teams were hovering around 6, 7, and 8?
6 got 40. So it's 7 through 10.
Well, yeah, so who, okay. Well,
but I'm going to go back to I'm going to name teams. And
so wait, who got 8th that year? It was the Knicks?
The Wizards.
The Wizards at what, 34 wins?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, bro. No, that's not. And then who was 10th? The Hornets were 10th at the same thing?
Yep.
Yeah,
and I think they'll be better than 33.
Yeah.
If they stay healthy. They got a squad.
And the Pistons had what? We were terrible last year. Let me see.
Yeah, 20 wins.
Oh, we had 20 wins? Oh.
Yeah, 20 wins.
Yeah, no, we can do 10th, bro.
All right, so that brings me back. You think
10th.
that this team is going to improve by 15 wins, say 35 wins?
Yeah.
All right, so one, I'm still going to circle back to this shit about I'm going to name the teams.
Okay.
2, when the season ends, you going to come back on?
Yes, sir.
You're going to sit down on Talksmackwithmac.
And if I'm wrong, I will sit here and I'll be like, yo, I was wrong about that shit.
And if you're right, I'll do the same.
That's fair. That's fair.
I'm going to name teams.
Okay.
And you count them.
Yep.
If you think they're gonna win more, you chuck a finger up.
Win more than who? What teams?
The teams I name are gonna win more than the Pistons.
Okay.
Okay. Ready?
Please don't start at the top because we know the Nets are gonna win more games. We'll go to like 6 and down.
All right. So Sixers, Nets, Bucks, Heat, Celtics, Knicks.
Okay.
Pacers.
Okay.
Hornets.
Okay.
Bulls.
Okay.
Raptors.
Raptors were what? 10th?
Win more games. We'll get the 10th spot.
Raptors had the 10th spot?
No, I'm saying those 10 teams in this upcoming season are going to win more games than y'all. That's 10 spots.
I say 6, 7 of those teams are going to win more games.
Bro, I don't think so.
I'm not totally convinced that's 8 through 10.
So are you not? You're not convinced of the Hawks?
The Hawks weren't at bottom.
I'm asking you. Are you convinced of them?
Yeah.
Because I know for sure. You still, even with all that shit with Ben Simmons, the Sixers are still gonna win more than y'all.
Bro, I haven't disagreed with the top 6. I'm not. We're talking about 7 through 10.
There's like 7 or 8 teams that are for sure winning more.
I don't agree with you.
We just went through the list.
You tell me that was last year.
But those teams are still in the same position to win more games.
Bro,
than y'all
you act like teams don't make jumps.
Not yet. Let's move on for the Pistons, bro.
I feel like the Pistons are primed for a breakout.
I feel that. I love your enthusiasm. You know, when the Lakers are going through their rebuild and shit, I thought that every single fucking year. I was like, man, these guys got B.I., they got Zoe, they got Julius Randle, they got Kuzma, they got all these young guys that were supposed to take a jump. Julius Randle was in the MVP conversation last
there's
year.
A total difference between
I was like, this is it.
There's a total difference between the Lakers infrastructure and the Pistons infrastructure, because the Lakers marketing is all about going to get stars, and Lakers fans, y'all franchise has no goddamn patience. So don't compare the Pistons to the Lakers. The Lakers have never ever been a developmental team ever.
Lakers fans
y'all all
are
about star
shit.
power over there in marketing. Don't do that.
Well, that's my team.
Compare us to some, okay, but if you're going to compare teams, compare them right though. Like the Lakers, that's a big market franchise. That's not the same thing, dog. That's not in any way, shape, or form, and you know that.
I feel that.
Like if you would have paired up to like say like I don't know, maybe like.
But that still doesn't change the what I said though.
I think
when we had those 2 or 3 years with those guys in place, I thought every year too this is going to be.
But no, I'm saying the difference is y'all aren't built to develop players, so that's why that shit didn't work.
We thought we were until chances changed.
No, because those players left and then became good because y'all weren't patient enough, dog. Like
I agree.
The Lakers have never been good with developing. Like
but the Lakers were never in this position before. They've been dominant for how long, with maybe 1 or 2 years in between.
Okay, but you keep comparing the Lakers to the Pistons like the Pistons are the Lakers.
No, you were just shitting on the Lakers, so I had to.
No, I was telling you the difference. Have the Lakers ever been a developmental franchise? Have y'all ever took the rookies and made them into star players? Have y'all ever done that?
Kobe, bro, what the fuck? That's the perfect example.
Kobe is
Magic Johnson. That's another one.
Okay, y'all drafting superstar players is one thing, but have y'all been known for?
Look at all the people in those championship teams that were drafted, and then
you literally just explained to me 4 or 5 different players that y'all got rid of, and then history proved because y'all got rid of them too early that they became good because y'all couldn't develop them.
That's different.
How?
Look at all the players
what I'm talking about,
with the Lakers, though.
But that's what I'm talking about.
Look at how many. The Lakers have one of the best. I know you keep. Hey, you're shitting on the Lakers, so I gotta keep it going.
I'm not though, dog. I'm not shitting. I'm speaking a fact, and you keep arguing with the fact, and you thinking it's shitting, and it's like, nah, bruh. I'm telling you, the sky is blue, and you're like, nah, it's purple. It's not. It's blue.
There's so many players on the Lakers that have been drafted by the team and built up that were one hell. Like they weren't the superstar pieces.
Recently, in the last 10 years, who? Name one. In the last 10 years, name one, dog. In the last 15, name one.
In the last 10 years is the fucking time that we got rid of everybody. That's the one time that
years, name one player that y'all have drafted and developed into a star. Name one.
I just said that these last 5-10 years. So the beginning of the 2010s was championship years. We were winning.
It
and
doesn't
then Kobe
matter.
left.
Bro.
We look at how many players we drafted.
The Spurs has been a championship squad, and they still develop players. What my point is y'all development has never been a strong point for the Lakers, is what I'm saying.
I disagree with that.
How, dog? And I'm just named you to name one player in 15 years, and you can't name one. But you're saying, hold on. But you're saying
Andrew
because
Bynum,
there was
bro. What are you talking about? They built Andrew Bynum up.
Hold on. Yo, hold on. Please put this up. He said Andrew Bynum, y'all.
Do you know how good Andrew Bynum was before his knees went out? When he was contributing to championship teams?
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. I'm disrespecting the Lakers.
He made all-star
You're right,
games,
dog.
bro.
My apologies.
Who the fuck have the Pistons brought up?
I'm sorry. My bad.
Have the Pistons even been relevant in the last 15 years?
No, we haven't. But that's not my argument.
So who are they developing?
My G, we're going to circle back to the point that I asked you to begin with, and we're talking about infrastructure. How many times have we said infrastructure? How many people have Troy Weaver and Dwayne Casey developed?
We're going to see if they could do it now. The past doesn't matter anymore. What are they doing now? And we are going to find that out.
So somebody having a history. So the past doesn't matter anymore. So LeBron James having a history of averaging 25 points a game for 17 years doesn't matter?
GMs and coaches are different, bro. You can't take one coach from here and a GM from here and put them in a different place and expect the same successes of the past. When Phil Jackson moved from the Lakers and went to the Knicks, he fucking sucked.
But why though?
That doesn't translate.
Because why? Because
people
the owner was crap and the coaching was crap.
People
I'm telling you,
he was going to be the answer.
Oh my Jesus!
How many players that had the Knicks came out with Phil Jackson was like, Phil was not listening to me.
I can't wait.
Issues with Carmelo Anthony.
Wait until the end of the season so we can have this conversation.
I can't wait too because you're bringing so much passion right now for a Pistons squad that's not this year, bro.
Bro, I'm bringing passion to the arguments that you're having a problem with defunking.
I answered your question. You asked what players have the Lakers brought in the last 10 years that are still with the team, but I just told you
I didn't say that I was still with the team. I said my point was the Lakers have never been a squad who's developed rookies, and you're taking it as a shot. It's not a shot, G. It's just never been a thing for the Lakers.
I still disagree with
that.
I
asked you in the last 15 years, name at least one. And then you gave me Andrew Bynum, who was a stroke of luck by the fucking Lakers, and you know it, dog. They didn't pick up Andrew Bynum thinking he was the next big thing.
I don't think they were drafting for the next big thing. They were drafting for solid pieces.
Bro, they picked up Andrew Bynum because they were just like, oh, whatever, and they stomped upon a gym. It wasn't like y'all don't focus on developing talent like that, and it's okay.
But they did it with him, and that answered your question. They in the same situation. What about the Pistons? And Andre Drummond?
What about Dwayne Casey and Troy Weaver?
That doesn't... I'm not saying it's a guarantee to translate. You brought up LeBron James 25 points per game. LeBron's gonna do what LeBron's gonna do.
Why though?
You cannot
Why do you think that?
You cannot take.
Why do you think that?
Because he's consistent. He has more control of the game than a GM and a fucking coach.
He's proven it over years, right? And that's why you believe that, right?
But it's different. I've been saying it's different.
It's different.
Yeah.
How is it different? It's the same principle, dog. LeBron James, time and time again, has proven to you that he can do it.
You're sitting here on Talksmack with Mac comparing Dwayne Casey and his successes to LeBron James.
I'm talking about success in general. I'm talking about consistency in general.
That doesn't translate.
Bro, you're making no sense right now.
GMs and coaches don't translate, bro. It's not a guaranteed translation.
Dog. Hold on. Before you go, listen to me carefully.
You have high hopes for a trash Pistons team that won 20 games last year.
Listen to me carefully, dog. Listen to me very, very, very carefully. You just said that you know LeBron James is going to do his thing because time and time again he has proven it, correct?
I know where you're going with this. I 100% agree.
Okay,
yes.
And then I just asked you, how does that not correlate, dog? If a person does something over and over and again and proves to you, no matter the conditions, that they can do this, don't you owe the credit to them to be like, hey, you can do it there?
For sure. And I feel like that does make you a believer, and I do too. I said, not this year. Not this year, bro. You guys are not making 10th this year. And you're getting fired up because I'm telling you your team is trash, and it's the truth, bro. I'm sorry to break it to you. You have high hopes, but it's going to take 2, 3, 4 years. I know my team is trash. We just got the first pick.
I'm not hurt that my team is trash. You taking my passion for hurt, brother, and I'm not hurt.
I'm being realistic. I'm sorry.
You're trying to break it down. I'm not over here bugging. I can see it on your face, G. I'm okay.
I brought the numbers up for you, bro.
Okay, dog.
Yeah.
What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do, dog? What do you want me to do?
What? When you come back on?
No. What do you want me to do? When Coward be like, oh, you're right, Mac. Like, no, I think you're wrong.
No, I love your passion.
I think you're wrong. And every point that I bring up, you're saying it doesn't matter. And I'm like, wow, that's crazy. Because as a basketball fan, like and then you're running in circles and contradicting your own argument. And
I'm not.
You are.
What am I contradicting?
And then when
Break it down for me.
And then when I bring it to you, you tell me that it's different, and then attack my team, and then be like, you're just mad because the Pistons suck, and then we get back here. So I'm not going to tell you what you did just to come back in the circle because it's been recorded. So if you want to check it out, go ahead, player. It's right there. But I'm not about to get into this whole cycle again.
Hey, no, you have high hopes. I love it.
Okay.
I love it. I love your passion.
I guess being 10th is high hopes, but it's really not, especially knowing that the season changes every year.
I just think they're too young, man.
I've been in my producer bag, produced by Vic Smith on Instagram, vicsmith.com. Check out the B store. Whoever out there who wants to get into some production, wants to produce, rap over something, sing over something, I'm here. Let's do it. I'm trying to be knee deep in that bag. I'm trying to be Santa Claus out here. I'm just trying to come through. Podcast people be coming through and all of that. Mad creators. Actually, you might meet some people that would be very dope for here. You'd be surprised. We get some characters. Bro, whatever. We get some characters coming through at FCC Studios. It's lovely. It's lovely, for sure. Boom. And also, Timberwolves are going to be top 5.
I like how you hit it like that. All right, man. That sums it up for this episode of Talk Smack with Mac. It got fun. It got hostile.
Cat for MVP.
Hey,
Cat for MVP.
Man, fuck COVID. We're out.
Oh, damn, that was slick.